everyone, welcome to my kitchen. I hope you all are doing great. Recently, I posted one video about what my teenager boys eat in a day during this quarantine time. After that, I received a message from one of my viewers asking what me and my husband eat during this time. Is it the same as kids or our food is different? So in this video, I'm gonna share with you what we eat throughout the day. So now, our dinner for all four of us is always the same. I never made a habit with the kids like this is your food, this is our food, or this is spicy, this is not spicy, So ever since they started eating whatever I make, they eat it. And I guess because of that, they are not picky eater at all. They eat all kind of food. And the only sabji, actually, they are not big fan of it, is the bangan sabji. Other than that, they eat anything. And they like spicy food also. So especially during this time, right now they are at home, we are also at home, but my husband, he still has to go to work, but from last few days he's at home. So I'm gonna share with you our breakfast, lunch and dinner. Now our breakfast started with a typical Gujarati dish, and then quickly it turned into Italian food. So I'm just keeping it real here. I'm gonna share with you what we ate for lunch and dinner, and I'm sure you guys will like that recipe also, especially if you have a young kids at home. If they are a big fan of pasta, definitely they will love this recipe. So let's go ahead and start. So let's go ahead and start first with the breakfast. So here I'm making khichu. This is traditional Gujarati dish. And for that you need to follow exact measurement, otherwise it's not gonna come out properly. So let's say if you're making this for one person, then you need 1 cup of rice flour to 2.5 cup of water. And here I'm making for 2 people, so I double the quantity. And here I'm adding about tablespoon oil as well as salt to taste and some green chilies. Now green chilies, it's up to you. If you like spicy, you can add more. If not, you can add less also. But I add about 2 tablespoons and it was like a medium spicy. So now we're gonna let this water boil. Once it's come to boil, we're gonna lower the temperature and then I'm gonna add the rice flour into this. Now you do want to add the rice flour, as you see I'm adding here. So you do want to cover the entire surface. You don't want to dump everything on one side, otherwise it will be sticky and it will not come out properly. So once you add all the flour, we're gonna let this cook for about 10 minutes, and after 10 minutes you do want to go and mix it. Now when you mix it, you do want to mix it with the wooden spatula or the rolling pin, just like how I'm doing here. Do not use the metal spatula or anything, otherwise again it's not gonna come out properly, it will be sticky. So once you mix it and you feel like it's not cooked properly, then you can sprinkle some water. Again, make sure the temperature is on very low and let that cook for another few minutes. So here, as you see, khichu is ready. You do want to mix everything, make sure there is no any uncooked flour. And now we'll go ahead and serve this. So you can serve this just like that, but I'm going to show you how I serve. So as you see, I'm adding some oil on top of that. Now you can use any kind of oil that you like. I'm using canola oil here. And then I'm going to sprinkle some achar powder on top of that. Believe me guys, when you add some achar powder now, it tastes so good. And of course, breakfast is never complete without the chai. So we also have a chai on the side. And that's it. Our breakfast is all ready. So now it's time for lunch, and today I'm making this pizza burger sandwich as well as fries. Now I have shared this recipe before, but we all love this sandwich so much. So nowadays, at least once a week, I make this. So for that, I'm using this veggie burger. You can use any kind of burger that you like. And this Morningstar brand, they do have one black bean burger as well as the other one, I believe it's called Indian style spicy burger. That one is really good also. So I'm just gonna cook burger first of all on both sides, and it doesn't take more than few minutes. Now on this other side, I'm taking about a tablespoon oil into the pan, and then I'm gonna add some sliced onion first. And all these vegetables, we don't need to cook that much. We do want the crunch, so hardly a minute or so should be good enough. Next, I'm adding different color bell pepper, and if you don't have a different color one, that's fine. You can always add the green one. I'm gonna let this saute just for about a minute or so, and next I'm gonna add some oregano as well as the red crushed pepper. So what I'm showing you in this video, this kind of days we usually have it in the weekend, but now every day is weekend for us, so there is no any set schedule for anything. And when my husband goes to work, he likes to have milk and cereal in the morning, and I'm chai person. I have to have my chai in the morning, otherwise my day doesn't start at all. But nowadays everyone is at home all the time, so there is no any menu to follow. There is nothing set thing. Like whenever we feel like whatever we want to eat, I make it. Now in the same pan which we made onion and the bell pepper, I'm adding this pasta sauce. Now you can use any kind of pasta sauce that you like, but I'm using this Rao's roasted garlic one. And believe me guys, this sauce is so good. This is my second bottle, but it's all worth it. Definitely, I would highly recommend that you at least try one. It is really good. So here on this other side, I took the hoagie bread, apply a little bit butter on it. I'm gonna put it in the oven just for a few seconds so it's get crispy. Now on this sauce, I'm adding the burger which we made it. I just cut them in the pieces and I'm adding that into the pasta sauce. And here, as you can see, the bread is crispy now. We just want to make it crispy a little bit, not more than that, because again, it's gonna go in the oven. So first of all, I'm gonna apply some sauce. Next, I'm gonna add onion and bell pepper mixture that we made it, and then I'll top that with the burger. I would highly suggest that at least try this recipe once, because as you see, there's a few steps that you had to follow. But I bet you guys, if you try once now, you will become a big fan of this sandwich. So before I used to make this sandwich with homemade burger. So I used to make my own burger, but then it just takes so much time. But now the way I make it, everyone loves it. And as I mentioned earlier, nowadays I make at least once a week. And you guys know me, I always try to come up with a recipe that it is easy to make, doesn't take that much time in the kitchen. Because even nowadays we are at home, that doesn't mean we have to be in the kitchen all the time, right? After adding burger, here I'm adding some provolone cheese on top of that. Now instead of provolone, you can always add mozzarella cheese. And then again, I'm gonna put it in the oven just for a few minutes, just to make sure that the cheese melt. And if you want, you can put the oven on broil, but if you put it on the broil, you have to be next to it, otherwise it will burn very quickly. And then here I sprinkle a little bit of red crushed pepper on top, and that's it. Our sandwich is all done. I'm serving this sandwich with the fries on the side, and now let's move to the dinner. So here I'm making spicy tortellini, and for that I'm using this different color tortellini. You can use any filled pasta that you like. And here I'm boiling some water, and I did add some salt in it. So once the water comes to boil, I will add the pasta in it, and we'll cook for about 2 to 3 minutes because these are the fresh ones, so it doesn't take that long to cook. So here pasta is done boiling. We'll go ahead and make the sauce for that. So here in a pan, I do have about a tablespoon olive oil. You can use any kind of oil. And since we're gonna make it spicy, I'm gonna add some green chilies into this, and that is you know, totally up to you. If you don't want to have spicy, you don't have to add. And actually I'm out of garlic, so if you have a garlic, you can add at this point. So next I'm gonna add this roasted garlic pasta sauce. Now you can add any kind of pasta sauce that you like, but I would highly recommend this Rao's pasta sauce. I haven't used any other flavor other than this roasted garlic one, but I'm sure they all must be really good because this is so yummy. So highly recommend this pasta sauce. Next, I'm gonna add this cream cheese. Now you can add just a plain cream cheese, but I happen to have this garden vegetable one. So that's what I'm gonna add here. And once you add it, you wanna keep stirring it. Make sure there is no lumps in it. I'm also gonna add some oregano. Also some red crushed pepper. So at this point, if you feel like that the sauce is very thick, then you can just add either milk or half and half in here. But seems like my sauce is okay. So at this point now, I'm gonna add some spinach. I'm gonna keep it for about a minute or so because the spinach doesn't take that long to cook. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add the tortellini in here. So now I'm gonna go ahead and mix everything. So here our spicy tortellini is ready. I'm gonna garnish that with the mozzarella cheese. And some red crushed pepper. And I garnish that with the basil on the top. So this is it, friends. This is our breakfast, lunch and dinner. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and I will see you guys soon in my next video. Bye.